I woke up at 3:11 a.m. because I heard something. Not a loud sound. Just footsteps. Slow. Measured. Like someone walking through my house. The problem? I live alone. I stayed still in bed, listening. Tap, tap, tap. The sound came from the hallway. Right outside my bedroom door. My heart started pounding. I told myself it was nothing. Maybe the house settling. Old pipes. A dream. But the footsteps didn't stop. They paused. Right in front of my door. I held my breath. No movement. No sound. Then. A soft creak. The door didn't open. But I knew something was standing there. Watching. I reached for my phone. 3:12 a.m. Motion alert. Living room camera. My stomach dropped. That camera was facing the hallway. I opened the feed. The video loaded slowly. Dark hallway. Empty at first. Then something moved. A shadow. Tall. Human-shaped. Standing directly in front of the camera. It didn't look like a burglar. It didn't move like a person. It stood perfectly still. Facing the lens. Like it knew it was being watched. I zoomed in. My hands were shaking. The image sharpened. And I saw something that made my blood go cold. The shadow had eyes. Not glowing. Not white. Just holes. Dark, empty sockets. Staring at the camera. Staring at me. I wanted to scream. But I couldn't. Because the figure in the hallway camera looked familiar. Too familiar. The height. The posture. The slight tilt of the head. It reminded me of myself. I told myself that was impossible. Cameras distort images. Night mode plays tricks. It was just a shadow. Nothing more. Then the figure moved. Not toward the camera. Not away. It turned its head slowly. Like it was checking the hallway. Listening. The motion detector triggered again. Another alert. Hallway camera. I opened the feed. Same view. Same shadow. But closer. It had taken a step forward. I checked the timestamp. 3:12 a.m. The footsteps I heard in real life matched the movement on the camera. I felt sick. That meant whatever was walking in the hallway was real. I slowly got out of bed. Bare feet on cold floor. I didn't want to open the door. But I had to. I reached for the handle. My hand was trembling. I stopped. Listened. Nothing. Absolute silence. Then. A quiet breath. Right outside. Not loud. Barely audible. But unmistakable. Someone was breathing. On the other side of the door. I froze. My mind tried to explain it. Air vents. My imagination. Sleep deprivation. But the breath sounded human. Slow. Deep. Like someone standing very close. I swallowed hard. Who's there? I whispered. No answer. Just silence. I waited. 5 seconds. 10. Nothing. I convinced myself it was nothing. A trick of the mind. I reached for the handle again. Then it moved. Not me. The handle turned slightly. From the other side. Someone was trying to open the door. My stomach twisted. I stepped back. The handle stopped moving. I stared at it. Heart racing. For a moment I thought I imagined it. Then it moved again. Slowly. Testing. Like someone checking if it was locked. I backed away. My legs felt weak. I grabbed the flashlight from the nightstand. Heavy. Comforting. I pointed it at the door. The beam cut through the darkness. Nothing. No movement. No shadow. Just the door. But I knew something was there. I wanted to call the police. But what would I say? There's someone in my hallway who doesn't exist. They would think I was insane. I opened the security app again. Hallway camera. Feed loading. Dark hallway. Empty. No shadow. No figure. I exhaled. Maybe it was a glitch. Maybe I imagined everything. Then the motion alert appeared. Living room camera. I switched feeds. The living room was empty. Couch. Table. TV. Everything normal. I almost relaxed. Until I noticed something on the couch. A shape. Sitting. Perfectly still. I zoomed in. My breath hitched. It was a person. Head slightly tilted. Hands resting on knees. Facing the camera. I felt dizzy. Because I recognized it. It looked exactly like me. Same hair. Same hoodie. Same posture. I stared at the screen. My reflection stared back. But I wasn't sitting on the couch. I was holding the phone. In my bedroom. So who was that? My hands went numb. I zoomed in closer. The image sharpened. It was me. No doubt. Same facial features. Same scar above my eyebrow. But something was wrong. The expression. It wasn't terrified. It was calm. Too calm. Like it belonged there. I turned the camera volume up. The microphone picked up breathing. Slow. Rhythmic. The same breathing I heard outside my door. I looked at the couch again. The figure moved. Very slightly. It turned its head toward the hallway. Then it stood up. I felt a wave of panic. It walked toward the camera. Closer. Each step silent. Measured. When it reached the lens, it stopped. And smiled. A small, knowing smile. I wanted to drop the phone. I couldn't. Because the smile looked familiar. It was my smile. But I wasn't smiling. I was terrified. The figure leaned closer to the camera. So close the image distorted. Then it whispered. You should have stayed asleep. I froze. The words were identical to my voice. Same tone. Same cadence. Impossible. I looked up from the phone. The bedroom was empty. No one there. But the air felt different. Heavier. Like something had entered the room. I slowly turned around. Nothing. Just the dark corner near the closet. Then my phone vibrated. New notification. Security app. Camera disconnected. All feeds went black. I tapped the screen. Nothing. No video. No error. Just darkness. I tried to reopen the app. It crashed. I swallowed hard. Maybe the system failed. Technical issue. I told myself it was nothing. Then I heard footsteps again. Not in the hallway. Not outside. Inside the room. Behind me. I didn't want to look. But I had to. I turned slowly. My flashlight beam cut through the darkness. The closet door was open. I never opened it. I always keep it closed. But now it was wide open. And inside, someone was standing. Watching. Looking exactly like me. Only this time, I wasn't holding the phone. He was.